Hey there folks, Toby here from Mac Pro Video, and I'm here to give you a little look round the new Scarbee Rickenbacker bass for Native Instruments Kontakt. Now this is a highly detailed and versatile sample library of a Rickenbacker 4003 bass. Now the bass is recorded purely DI'd with a pick, and there's also another instrument that is a palm muted version of this as well. Now this bass will fit into pretty much any genre you can think of, from soul to funk, pop, all the way up to the heaviest of metal. Now, if you've ever used any of the other Scarbee libraries like M bass or J bass, the first thing you'll probably notice is we have a totally redesigned interface here, and it's a lot easier to get round. So let's just have a little look and see what we got here. So down at the bottom we have the fretboard, and here we can see what notes are playing and what strings they're playing on. And the cymbals will also give you an idea of what articulation you're playing as well. Now if I come up to the actual bass itself and just click on this, you can see I have controls for the neck and the bridge pickup. And I can switch pickups here with the pickup selector switch. We'll have both. And true to form, we actually have the Ricker sound switch too. Now this bass was actually designed with two outputs, and you could send the neck pickup to one amp and the bridge pickup to another amp, and have them both on at the same time. Now turning on the Ricker sound switch here will actually send the pickups hard left and right. So you can get some big old stereo bass sounds there. Now because the samples are recorded DI, we actually have a bass rig here as well that we can shape our sound with. So we have an amp head, and this is the jump amp head that's been added to Kontakt 5.1. And we can just switch it on here if we want. We also have a range of cabinets, and for a bit of post-processing we have a tape saturator, a compressor, and an EQ. So pretty much everything there you need to make pretty much any bass sound you want. Now if you're after presets, you'll find these up in the top left. Now we can see here we have the DI presets here, and let's just start off with this Tweedman. So here we can hear the amp kicking in there. Now these can get pretty raucous, from just crunch. Now this bass is very synonymous with rock bass players, Lemmy being one of them. And actually if you hit the little Lemmy hat here, you'll get the credits. So lots of good sounds here, anything from dub reggae, really deep bass there, all the way up to a crushing metal bass. Complete with lots of amp noise there. Now for these demonstrations I'm actually going to be using this preset called Type Rocker. Now one new thing we also have here is if you command click on a Mac or control click on a PC, you can actually export a preset now, and this saves you having to save out the whole instrument if you want to share presets. Now, if you click Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC, you can import a previously exported preset. So that's really handy. Now, over here, we've got some sound settings, like vibrato speed and controller number for that. And if you do put the vibrato in, you actually get the string scrape over the fret, which is quite a nice little touch. So we got stuff as well like release level and release decay of the release samples. You can add extra instrument noise, etc. Now over in the performance settings we have the player profile, which sort of favours different parts of the neck for each different style. You've got pop and country, soul and funk, rock and retro. We also have auto stroke detection, and what this does is if you're playing at a certain tempo and your bass note is pumping eighth notes, you can set this to eighth note straight, and it will give you automatic up and down strokes. And this creates a very realistic kind of picking performance. And we have chord mode tolerance, which is the time it takes for the actual bass to recognise a group of notes as a chord. And we have player position control here that you can assign to a controller. I have mine on 59. And what this does, it allows me to play in various parts of the neck. And also our slide mode control. Now this is default at sustain pedal. So when you hit the sustain pedal, you'll get slide performances. Now probably the biggest thing about this bass is the key switching. And you'll find the key switch guide up here by clicking the little question mark. So a lot of the performance of this bass will come from key switching. Now some of these key switches are actually velocity sensitive. So there's a lot to play with here. So let's dive in and see what all this does.